Hello, how are we? Welcome in. How you doing, Poyo? I'm sorry. It can't be helped. Today is the day. I don't even know what I could procrastinate with, even if I could. How you doing, mister? Welcome in. How you doing as well, Taz? 1 second. Usually I'd bring up a fucking game, but I haven't bothered. I wasn't thinking. I was too busy with a cat on me lap. Some background music in the way. And actually, I could hit Spotify, but I can't be arsed. How are you doing today, Taz? How is life itself treating you? Why is my cat screaming? You just suckle away there, you'll be fine. Craziest thing, Ventus asked us for feedback and got mad when we gave it, lol. Sorry, just too funny. Said it again? Am I missing something? Boy, I don't even know what you want me to procrastinate with. Because I haven't thought much further past this, to be fair. I'm even stumbling over my words because I'm confused. I have confused myself. But yeah, you asked me to play 14. So I play 14. And then you tell me, no, you haven't got time. Can I do something else? How does that work? Nothing big. It was just kind of a wild moment. No, fair enough. Share away. Sometimes bragging moments, even if nobody else understands, need to be said. Otherwise, they wouldn't be bragging moments. What's the point otherwise? How you doing, Taz? I hope Helldivers is treating you well. I've seen a few more actual gameplay footage of it. It does actually look pretty good, I must say. I might pick it up at some stage, but I'll see. I also went and picked up a shock mount because this desk is annoying. And now my mic doesn't really vibrate through, which is fantastic. Still hear me tapping the desk, but at least it won't vibrate the shit out of it. But yeah, the idea is we will actually do the story today. How you doing, Luca? It's been a bit. How are you? How's today treating you? How's old Wales holding up? Are you taking care of yourselves? Cold? Well, yeah, to be fair, it's... Look where we live. This entire area is just... shite. At least it's better than last week, where it was nothing but fucking rain and ice. At least now it's a bit warmer. Doing ocean fishing. I'm trying to get 8,000 points for the Moonless event, but I only got 4.5. I think I suck ass at fishing in game, just like in real life. I suck ass at fishing in real life. I have done ocean fishing to a degree, mostly for kind of white scripts, but I haven't delved fully into it. My fisher is level 90. It was the first gatherer I actually got to level 90. And now I mostly use it to gather scripts so I can get up everything else. I think I only got my fisher to level 90 like last week. Was it last week? Yeah. Literally during the week. I'm very slow at my gatherers. My gatherers are trailing behind like crazy. She'll want to move. Well, if it helps you, Luca, I've moved. If the orientation of the room hasn't given it away. Also, give me a heads up if there's much of an echo. I have been filling this room to the brim with shit, and I cannot get... Like, there is just such a strong echo in here. House is fantastic. It's quiet. It's calm. You can't notice an echo. Fantastic. Maybe I've done enough to get it away from recordings and such and streams. But I can fucking hear it. My cat has stopped screaming. He's now passed out in the corner. Well, to be fair, my fish was level 10 when I did it. Maybe that's why. Well, the lower level you are, the slower it's going to be regardless. Because you'll need certain perception checks and gathering level checks as well. I am dumb. Might want to ask a more reliable source. You'd hear it. How does you being dumb do anything for that? What are we talking about? What are we talking about? I suppose the most reliable source I know is myself. I'll just rewatch the VOD after. Because I know the last stream was grand until like near the end where I got to like my little quiet period. And then it sounded echo like crazy. If you don't know what we're talking about, how would I? Just spitballing and hoping? I can spitball and hope, right? That's a thing I can do. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink is so much fun, by the way. Been the game holding me over until Rebirth other than 14. I've seen it. I haven't watched that much of it. All I know is that a lot of people enjoy it. It is to a degree open world. And that it is from Grand Blue. That's literally all I know. Because I've been moving house over the period of the last 2 weeks. So I haven't got to keep up with many games. The only game I've been looking at and waiting for is Persona 3. But Grand Blue has touched my fancy. I haven't wishlisted yet, have I? I probably haven't. Yeah, no, I haven't. Not yet, anyway. But yeah, I know it looks gorgeous. But I've yet to see much about it. I haven't really looked at it. Which actually would have helped if I actually watched any of the gameplay. It's more instance with 2 main zones and the other zones in quests, but the gameplay is really fun and the systems is like Monster Hunter. Oh, is it more like Monster Hunter? Oh, here it is. Take on quests solo or with the help of others and up to 4-player co-op play. Working videos on it are very insightful. I might actually keep an eye on that. As I said, I love anime games regardless. The only game I've been kind of keeping an eye on at the moment is Persona 3. That's been my go-to, but I just love Persona games. They're my favourite. And I would like to go and relive Persona 3 because that's came out when I was like 14 or 15, so I never really got to play it. I got to play a little of it, but not much of it. Also Helldivers. I want to get Helldivers. But I have moved and I lack money and funding, so it'll have to wait. I have 14 and I have a couple of other games that tied me over. I still need to play more Pal World. Love Persona 2, just don't have time for P3 right now with Rebirth around the corner. This is true. Persona 3 is... You're going to get 70 to 100 hours out of the damn thing. When's Rebirth coming out? Because I watched the announcement trailer, but I never looked at the date or anything. One second. Just realised my ring light is a bit off. Like it's not exactly facing me, it's fucking facing over here somewhere. There you go, slightly better. Hasn't improved shit, but, you know, it's better. Oh, it comes out on the 29th. Jesus, is it really that close? I'm assuming it's just for PS5 at the moment. I'd assume it's not coming out on Steam for a bit. Again, I haven't really got to keep up with much. Fucking you hear anything as well when I have the game so low. There we go, actual background music. You can, I put so much effort into setting up, like really, you can see it. PS5 for now, but rumor is Steam version sometime this year. Oh, this year? I start moving my shit out of the way. Can't really use my things if they're in the way. There we go. But yeah, if it's I don't think anything has been confirmed yet, though. Twitch chat can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't think they're gonna go fondle some penguins. Have a good one. I don't know. I need help. I love you. No worries. Enjoy. Mind yourself, Luca. Yeah, we wouldn't have a date yet. I'm just surprised it's this year. That's it, if they said this year. Because I'm pretty sure when part 1 came out, it was the year after, I think. But I'm pretty sure it was released in like August or something. It wasn't released as early as February. So I'm not 100% sure. Like, I finished part 1 on the PlayStation. I never actually got it on Steam. I should have, but I never did the DLC. Keep forgetting, that's been like... fucking 3 years ago. Yeah, it would have been 3 years ago, because oddly enough, I moved house the first time when the remake came out, and I've now moved house again, and it's part 2 is coming out, which is kind of actually hilarious for me. Yeah. I like how I've suddenly got milestones to remind me of when things are happening. Bear with me. I had some gas. But yeah, I should probably actually get into the game. It took almost 16 months for a remake. Did it take almost 16 months for it to come out in Steam? Because I know it came out in Steam with the DLC. What day did it come out? Remake Intergrade. 17th of June 2022. We're in 2024. Yeah, so it would have come out almost a year after. That would explain that. About spring 2020 on PlayStation, but like summer 2021 on PC. 2022 apparently, so almost 2 years. Unless it came out in the Epic Store before it came out in Steam. I'll check that, but I can't be arsed even remotely opening the Epic Store. PlayStation 4 April 10, 2020, integrate PlayStation 5 June 10, 2021, Windows December 16, 2021. So Steam was near the end of it. Yeah, so Steam was the end of it. It makes sense why we got different dates. Yeah, so it had different release periods and came out in Steam last, which is a bit of a cop-out that it was Steam that got it last. Unless Epic was doing some funky shit. Not really an exclusive if you only get it for like 4 months. Yeah, so it's 2024 now, so we'll get it in 2026. Either that or I buy a PlayStation. It makes me wish we didn't give away our PlayStation 5. Do you know, sometimes things happen. I'm trying to scoot my fucking chair forward, but I put a rug under it. As I said, I was trying to fill this place to stop the echo. And the rug I put under it is extremely heavy duty, and it is holding me back. But yeah, as I said, I do plan on going on with the actual story tonight. Out of a PS5, I got no patience. I have no patience either, but at this period of time, I also have no money. There's nothing I can really do about it. I'll just have to stick with it and hope for the best. Check things and make they're going alright. Fucking ads. Bite me. Alright. There we go. Yeah, so as I said, I have plans. I plan on sticking to them. I will do the story today. Should probably clear out my bag before I do anything though. Yeah, we'll clear out the bag before I do anything. Get a second and third job. I've barely enough time for the first job. Never mind the other two. I would never be able to fit them into my busy regimen. Regimen? Resume. There we go. Works better when I actually use words rather than making them up. But yeah, I've moved house. We're also buying a house at the same time. So money is being funneled. And I can only work so many hours a day. So we'll see what's happening. I will say the first thing I'm getting is it's Persona 3. Unless my friends keep playing Helldivers, in which case I'll get Helldivers first. So it's a lot of moments of depending, and me saying heavily depends over and over and over again. You are useless to me. I believe this is just as useless. No, it's actually quite handy. I'll keep that. I need to gear up on my level 90s because I haven't finished Endwalker yet, so I haven't really gone anywhere for proper gear. Have I made any money? Nope. That makes sense. My Asian parents would say no excuses, you'll find the time. Which isn't fair. No, it's not fair. Because you can't be sitting there with days like you only get 6 hours sleep because the other 18 hours is just dedicated to work. And it's like, oh, you'll find time. It's like, I won't. You've already siphoned me of it. What more could you want? Give you fish. Something else I have on me. That is hardly... Oh, here we are. Butterfly. I think I need to start putting these onto my fucking... Chocobo or something. I have more shit on me than I need. Yeah, we're just going to do a small amount of inventory management before I do anything because it's getting all over the place. I need to do more story too. I'm worried I won't catch up by Dawn Trail. That's why I've decided to do this, because I realize I've been so far behind for so long that maybe now is the best time for me to actually play catch up and do it. But due to moving, I got sidetracked. What the fuck am I doing? Okay, so we'll get you out of the way first. We're going to take a small trip to my house. I'm going to play some of the random furnishing items I have. And then see if there's anything else I can get rid of. Ah, fuck, wrong thing. Oh, don't tell me I have no outdoor... Are you for inside? Why are you for inside? You're massive. Fuck's sake. Well, I'll put it inside. I don't have anything inside either. It's just bare walls and rooms. Where's the colour on this? Blank Glade. Blank Glade. Why are you a blank glade wall? Oh, because I haven't designed you, that's why. Okay. Guess I've learned something, that's fine. We'll deal with that some other time. Or now. Oh, because you're tiny. No, I don't want to put you in there. And store the food so I don't accidentally start eating it. Wood beige around the door? I don't know. I have to apply a design. And I haven't bought a design. I'll get one. I'll make it match the rest of the room. Make it glade-like. Yeah, because I left the match in here too. We'll figure it out. Okay. I know. Somehow, no matter what I plan on doing, I end up procrastinating to some degree. I don't intend to. It's just I want to clear out the bags first. If the bags are clear, at least I have room for shit. Why am I still aiming at the partition wall? Back to limbs to sell off the rest. This happens every time. And this is the one time I don't mean to do it. I mean to be nice and easygoing here. What the fuck is happening here? Oh, I see what happened. The fuck did I move you? There we go. What the fuck was I doing? So inventory space gets in the way. Mine gets in the way all the time because that's all it ever is. There's a saddlebag. What's in here that isn't needed? You hardly have grade 5s, do you? You don't. Oh, you're so full. You are so full. I'm starting to wonder if maybe I actually give a shit. Okay, we'll just see the appraiser for the collectibles I have and then then fuck it. You know, we'll go with what I have. I'm sure I have more than enough space. If there's anything to sell. Gotta keep. Keep. Why have I got you on me? I should probably just give these to... or trade these in, but fuck it. I can't be arsed. Keep you and we'll appraise you. Where's my dude? You've added a few numbers to that. Oh, wrong direction. Did not you added interest. You have added interest. You never even asked. I guess I don't have collectibles. Huh. Oh well. You yourself added that. Oh, I did. Oh shit, I did. Damn, you're right. Currently, your money is right here. You just have to give it time. Things weren't selling as quickly as I thought they would. They're not selling as fast as I thought they would. Don't worry, they'll be sold. I am a incredible salesman. I've also forgotten what I was doing. I was supposed to be doing something else besides... Was I clearing out anything else? Where did these relics go? Who am I supposed to give these to? My only worry about Rebirth so far is the mini games. I like to get the platinum trophy, so yup. I just hope they improve the mini games over the originals, because some like the tower defense mini game was a pain in the fucking arse. I hated it. Let's just sort everything. Don't forget the event. The Valentine's event? I had forgotten it. Okay, so amputator. Okay, we'll do the Valentine's event first. If this ends up being a point where we end up not doing the MSQ at all, I swear to God, Poyo. I swear to God. You have till next week, but that doesn't stop you from not doing it. You won't. I go bed now. You're not helping me here. I love the gym minigames. I love them. Go fish. Why are you being so mean? I feel like someone has pushed a nerve. What happened? Explain to me what happened. The hell am I doing walking? Why would I walk? I want to watch you do the last area. You can't expect me to hold up. Or we'll be here until Dawn Trail comes out. You've had a year of practice. I'm sure you'll be fine. 2 years. Excuse you, but still. Whose fucking quest am I doing? There, a symbol of love, isn't it? I love them, except for the platinum trophy making it a lot more annoying. Look, all platinum trophies are annoying. They're a pain in the arse. Hello there, friend. Can you feel that? Love's in the air, just waiting to be snatched up by questing hands. Are you sure it is, lad? Are you sure? It means Valentine's Day is upon us once more, and I, Astrid Di Valentino, my fellow emissaries are here to support all who would avail themselves of this bounty. Does this give any form of story? Do I need to read any of this? Can we just skip through it? You have the air of one in constant pursuit of adventure, and what greater adventure is it than to fall head over heels for another? Come to think of it, an intrepid adventurer like you might be just what I require. But I ask for a favour. Fucking bloody laddie laddie la. Yes. Good for you. Good for you. Where'd we go? Near the leather workers. Do you see what you've done, Poyo? You've twisted everything again so quickly. We'll have to bring this up at the next meeting. The debate shall be settled with a game of plate up. Because that to me, that is how every argument should be settled. Just so you can get annoyed at the other player's organisation skills, even though you're against each other. If I shift the angle just the teeniest bit, I bet I could triple the cuteness factor. No, quadruple it. The fuck are you doing? How might you be? I can be whoever I want to be. Astrid asked you to check on me. Well, isn't that sweet of you? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance, Rathian. So as you're wondering, I've been practicing here so far away from prying eyes. You're not away from prying eyes. You're like, look at that. An entire open fucking village. Don't make me chase you. She better have gone back to the amputator. How are you still doing story quests? Oh, this isn't a story quest, but I'm still doing them. I'm probably still doing them because I keep doing this shit. What about the fish? Already hit level 90. I only need to fish when I want currency. I only need currency when I want shit. Besides, it's not my fault. I have an ADHD mentality. Everything just takes my attention away. Oh, god damn it. It's Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Don't you owe a ton of guilt to Poyo? Why is everyone bringing up my debt tonight? What is happening? What is going on? So it inspired me to come up with the love heart. I can only hope this simple expression is enough to motivate people to act. That hurts the very core of my soul. See, look, because you mentioned guilt, Poyo's after getting out of bed to come see. Well, it certainly appears to have made an impression. Navigating matters of love is often a nerve-wracking task, even for the boldest of us. Yet with this gesture, I believe you've given the townsfolk the perfect means to convey their feelings. Emily, I encourage you to go about the city and perform the pose before any you might find floundering in the ocean of love. Go on and ignite the passion in their hearts. Slouching on those debts is not something a warrior of light would do. You're right. He would change his name and move to a distant continent and live in a tent under a cliff. Never to be seen or heard from again. Do you mind lending a hand as well, Rathian? As an adventurer, I'm sure you touch the hearts of many. There are doubtless few more qualified to guide others in pursuing and realising their passion. I've got Star Ocean, the second story, on release, and I haven't finished it yet. I haven't finished a single Star Ocean game. Not a single one of them. You're going to teach me the emote, is that the point? Why do I look like I was in battle? What the fuck is going on? Huh. Huh. I don't feel good about that. I don't know why. And how serendipitous it is that I'm here to offer my services. Who the fuck are you? What is that? Yeah, I haven't finished a single fucking Star Ocean game. I believe our introduction is in order. The esteemed personage before you is none other than Lisette del Valentin, my dear sister and predecessor's emissary of Valentine's Day. Oh, Astrid, ever one for propriety, let not her introduction intimidate you. My dear, call me Lisette, Lissy, whatever you fancy. Yes, well pleased though I am for your offer, should you not be enjoying the festivities with your beloved. My adorable Astrid, though I may have relinquished the burden of leadership, I have not abandoned my duty as a herald of love. You said yourself that you lack for capable help, and here I am, yes. As a daughter of House Valentine, I cannot stand by as the flames of ardour dwindle. Okay, we're fucking... Yeah, fucking... I'm sure this is gonna hurt someone's feelings, but... No. Give me my emote and free me. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, god damn it. Oh, god damn it. Oh, no. Oh, it's another one of those nights. I love it. I have a notepad, and yet for some reason, I have no pen. I forgot the whole part with pens. Who would have guessed you need pens for paper? Under no circumstances do I remotely think that this emote... Not only does it not suit my character, it doesn't suit me. It doesn't suit the reputation that I uphold. I am supposed to be a... Well, a twat, actually. It's probably the easy way of putting it, but this just doesn't work. This doesn't suit me. It just... I feel like I'm going to use this emote every day of my life. I dream of this ever after. Well worth the effort, yeah. 10 out of 10. Probably go find the fucking rest of it. Do I get anything else for this? Oh, am I supposed to do? Speak with Clem in St. Ronald's Cathedral. Only justice, only vengeance. I'm assuming that's not for her. Oh, I just have to pick it up first. Okay, a few locations in the area where people tend to mingle. I'm confident you'll find more than a few individuals in need of a little push. Show them your best rendition of the love heart to give them the courage they need. I don't think me pulling off this emote is going to bring any form of courage. If anything, this is just going to discourage people from any form of affection. I look like I'm on lists. There is a list somewhere and he's on it. He just hopes it's a badass list. I'm more afraid it's in a police station kind of list. Where am I supposed to go? Perform Love Heart for Gradanians 0-3. Which Gradanians? What Gradanians of love? I'm probably about to sneeze as well, and I'm sorry. I take it back, I'm not sorry. Suck it. How dare I? How dare you? Accept the power of my sneeze. Accept it, live with it, vanquish with it. Remember it as you dream. Regale me as the sneeze demon. There, have I explained it enough? And now I've made myself very sneezy. Like ridiculously sneezy. Poyo, I thought you were going to bed. What happened? Are you defying your bedtime again? Oh, God, it's begun. If this keeps happening, I'm going to lose my mind. Hello, sir. Would you like to feel the power of my love heart? Okay, you're not the person I was looking... You? Did you want it? Okay, I can't click on you. You? Did you want it? Aha! You did! It's an adorable pose, but why show it to me? I don't know, actually. I just realized that this could get me put on a list. Or run out of a town. I think I have issues. The Warrior of Light clearly has issues. His strong point is not love. He may know the blade, but he does not know the tongue. Phrasing. Phrasing. That I want to do something doesn't always mean I'm able to do it. I know exactly how that feels. I wanted to be Superman, but they told me no. The cape doesn't make you fly. You try and try and try, but you'll just eat dirt every time. I have no idea how you can go to bed this early. What time do you get up at in the morning? I could never go to bed at 10:30. That's way too much pressure and I've got so many things to do. It's 11:30. Oh yes, we had this discussion yesterday, didn't we? Where you're an hour ahead, but you call it a different time and something. The dejected lad. Well, feel dejected no longer. Feel the creepy imminent stare of my love caress. You pose quite the pose. Was that all he could say? I put all of my issue into that. All of my issue. Oh yeah, I put all of my issues into it. I meant passion. That might be the issue. This love heart is causing so many problems. Not enough solutions. Love and romance movies are bullshit. Oh, you pose quite the pose. I see, it's a symbol of love. A call to bare one's heart. Scars and all. I usually don't fall asleep till 2 AM, but I still want to be away from everything and lie in bed hoping I'll sleep earlier for once. What time do you get out of bed though in the morning? Because that's the other thing. It has to correlate. Just to be between 9 or 9:30 and 11. Well, going to sleep at 2 AM, that makes more sense, yeah. Especially for 11. Have you been tiring yourself out at all during the day? Last night I slept at 5, wide awake the entire time. You see, you might not be tiring yourself out. You may need to set an actual alarm. Just to wake yourself up in the morning. Brass bound wood whaler. This can't be good. This can't be good. How are you gonna share your wood with me? Oh, that's not what I thought it was. Stop that. What manner of strange gesticulation have you just accosted me with? A curse, nay, an insult. Explain yourself this instant. See, I told you it was going to get us in trouble. Excuse me, I need to be brave enough to express my feelings. Are you claiming that I, proud lancer of the wood railers, lack courage of all things? Well, you'd be right. I'm too craven to invite someone to a simple meal. But your gesture, now that I understand his intent, has kindled my warrior's spirit. I'll carry out this task as if I was sworn by duty. Thanks, adventurer, and forgive me for assuming the worst. This is not how that works. You've taken it too far. She's going to be on a list. You taught the townsfolk to remain steadfast in the face of love and inspire them to act. Report the results of your effort to Astrid, Amiyuketo's amputator, where you can be told that you have unleashed a horde. A horde of people who do not understand consent. Fantastic. I have done nothing but cause trouble. I was tired though, just no sleeps. So you probably need to genuinely kind of physically wear yourself out a bit during the day. How you doing, Nifty? Welcome in. I hope you're keeping well. Hope you're enjoying the day, or evening, or night, depending where you are. You're back. Seeing as my sister has yet to return, might I ask you and Emily to recount how you fared in the meantime? Okay, I'm off for real now. Enjoy fishing. Stop saying that. Enjoy the sleep. Rest well. Well, I found the pose to be eye-catching if nothing else, perhaps even embarrassingly so, even though it was I who invented it. Regardless, I am proud to say folk were practically lining up to see it. What about you, Rathian? Just realised how fucking tall I am in comparison. I made my guy short. I see, whilst I'm glad to hear others were spurred to action, it saddens me slightly that some do not know the origins of Valentine's Day. Symbol. The heart. And good, thank you. How are you today? I'm not too bad. I'm a little sleepy. It's a work day. And due to moving house and other things, it means transport's a little different. I have a bit further to travel. Which also means I have to do a lot more carpooling. So it has me a little worn out until I get a bit more used to it. Which makes me wonder, are you too aware of how it came to be associated with Valentine's Day? It has something to do with how's Valentine? I think maybe. Something? Is it your name? Explain to me. Indeed, but that only scratches the surface. Allow me to elaborate. It all began with... Oh, it was something for a flashback. Set heavens, your face is white as a sheet. What's wrong? Hard events. I saw him speaking with a woman in Carolyn Canopy. They were alone together, speaking intimately. He was wooing her with gestures. Why the fuck has she got cooking mittens on? You don't suppose it was, oh gods, you don't suppose it was a tryst, do you? Absolutely not. You know Hottenford would never be unfaithful to you. Nay, purge the very thought from your mind. I know, but when I saw him and that woman whispering to each other like they were in their own little world, my heart stopped. Before I knew it, I was running from the side of them as fast as my legs would take me. Carpooling's no fun. I like people, but when I'm going to and from work, I like to drive alone. I prefer to drive alone because I have my music on. It gives me a moment to wake up. And when I'm driving home, again, I get to listen to my music, but I get to wind down before I get home. I hate bringing people and I hate having to go with people. And then also on top of it, because we're a bit further away, it means I do have to do more runs for my partner so she can get home. The buses and all take too long, so by the time I finish work, I'm then leaving again to go pick her up. She does plan on taking the bus quite often, but even then, the bus takes a long fucking time. Love is the fruit born of bravery. Have you forgotten these words, Lisette? What are we talking about? They are our words, passed down by our ancestor, Countess Arabelle de Valentine. She summoned the courage to pursue love through all manner of hardship. And she was not merely a countess, but also a warrior true. Naught symbolises what she fought for, more than her crimson shield, forged in the shape of a heart. The symbol is a source of courage. Remember that. It doesn't fucking look like a heart to me. Sounds like busy days, maybe. Busy enough. They could be worse. You have to earn a living one way. I liked it. I'll be honest. I preferred it. It sounded reinforcing. Like it really sold it for me. Thank you, Astrid. You're right. Countess Arabelle would be mortified to see her progeny act with such cowardice. Must honour her legacy. I'm ready. Horton Fence, if he intends to elope with another woman and live to tell the tale, he has another thing coming. Now we've swapped from just being weird street perverts to now murderers. Fantastic. The list is growing. I'm clueless as to the nature of Hottenford's connection with this mystery woman, but I dare say Lisette needs friends by her side. Might I prevail upon you both to join her? Is this we're just going to interrupt her murdering someone? But of course, leave it to us. You have my gratitude. I place her in your capable hands. Yes, let's fucking go already. We've been here for hours. Okay, now the question is where? I'm too lazy. I could do it cheaply if I walk a couple of feet, but why would I walk a couple of feet? I can do it from my map. I can also feel my cold coming on. Which isn't great. Where the fuck is she? I should probably get a bigger chair. Because of the way this desk is now. All my arms are resting on it wrist-wise, and it's starting to hurt my wrists. Just thought I'd mention it, you know. If we get through an entire stream without me complaining once, there's something wrong, and I just can't stand for it. Many times have I tried to jump down there? You're hardly out in the balcony, are you? One day, all of this will be mine. Lad, it's a rock. And some water. Fucking hell. I just thought I'd pop in for a bit. Just found your channel, I subbed, and I'll be seeing you around. Oh, thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of the evening. Thanks for popping in. It's been a delight having you. I shall remember your reinforcing speech. Well, not speech, sentence quite strongly. Oh, I'll try to end every sentence with baby at the end. Like, I mean it. If you say it the right way, it just adds power to a sentence. Ah, okay, the air out the balcony. I'm just stupid. He's dressed the same as her. How did he... They're clearly not doing anything. Horton Fence, who did that woman? Oh, at least English is going out the window. God, she's lost control of her tongue. What should we do? Make your ancestor proud. Punch a hole through his face. Make him rue the day he messed with you. Horton Fence pastorite. For what reason do you intimate yourself with this comely young maiden, knowing full well that another has entrusted her future to you? Well, have you not to say for yourself? It would seem nerves cause Lizette to fall back into the mannerisms of her noble upbringing. Oh dear, I'm terribly sorry. This is all a misunderstanding. I came to Horton Fence for counsel as I admire the devoted relationship he has with you. I was hoping he could offer me advice in nurturing a similar bond with the one I adore. Lisette, my love, my first thought was that you could not bear to wait another moment for our meeting, but now I see you cannot bear the thought of me with another. It is as if the very Fury herself stands before me, a goddess in both spirit, flesh, full of passionate devotion. Oh, what a fortunate man I am. He's... oh God. He's one of those. She's jealous. This is a good thing. And I regret that my actions would cause you even a moment of suffering. Please set your heart at ease, my darling. I have eyes for none but you. Now and forever, I only chose a private location so this young lady could seek counsel away from eavesdroppers. Oh, that's it. Gods, I've made a complete fool of myself. Forgive me, both of you, that a lady of House Valentine should comfort herself in such a way. I am completely ashamed. I've also shot myself twice. If I may, my lady, I now understand why you'd be upset, and I admire your bravery for comforting us. Would that I had the courage to give voice to my own feelings. I may no longer be the head emissary of love, but I am as well equipped as ever to speak in the matters of the heart. This hurts my soul. Love is the fruit born of bravery, my dear. Though it is terrifying to bare your heart to another, it is more terrifying still to live never knowing what might have been. You must confess, I promise you the risk is worth the reward. Suppose I would regret it for the rest of my days if I never found love because I was too afraid to fight for it. You're right, my lady. I'll do my best. What fucking Shakespearean romance novella have I fucking walked into? Once again, forgive me for... Horton Fence, what's wrong? Ah, the sight of your angelic pose struck me to my very core. My heart is like to burst from my chest. I think that means he'll live. Anyway, the two of us will return and praise Astrid of what happened here. I trust you won't mind if we inform her. Can I not talk? I trust she won't mind if we inform her that you and Hortonfence will be partaking in the festivities earlier than scheduled. Bow, 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 wow, 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 wow. I need to stop punching my fucking desk. Oh no. Okay, everything's fine. Thought there was more to be had. That's actually the other thing, because we've moved house and we both have 2 studio rooms. It means we can both, me and my partner can both stream at the same time. And she realized we're streaming at the same time. It's very hard to actually talk or message each other, because we won't look at our phones. So she went ahead out of nowhere and just got this little thing. Like a little fucking cat, but you could sit your phone in it. So it'll keep the phone going, so if we message each other, at least we can see the light on our phones. Which I thought was very adorable. It goes very well with Valentine's Day. I just wanted to point that out. It also contrasts very deeply with my room, because my room is white, black, and for some reason I just have some literal bright blue cat on my desk. It contrasts quite wildly. Please extend my apologies to Astrid and any worry I might have caused. Let us return to Miketo's amphitheater and give Astrid the good news. Let's just leave him enjoy himself there. We shouldn't have to bother ourselves with it. Ali fucking oop. Please tell me this is the only quest I have to do. And please tell me I don't have to go out of my way to do others. I'm so relieved. It was all just an unfortunate misunderstanding. I must thank you for being there for my sister. It truly means the world. You deserve my thanks as well, Emily. Don't mention it. I'm happy we were able to help. Though we've had our ups and downs, I believe we accomplished our goal of showing folk how important it is to express their feelings to those they hold dear. All in all, I'd say the Valentine's Day has been a success. Which reminds me, although my explanation of the heart's origins was interspersed with some dramatics, I take it you were able to piece together its meaning? Yeah, if you fart really, really hard, you can create a cloud that slightly resembles a heart, and people won't be disgusted. Yes, indeed, a noble woman and proud knight, Countess Arbel's legacy lives on not only in the tradition of Valentine's Day, but in its symbol, her beloved heart-shaped shield, that we have yet to see. In commemoration of her brave pursuit of love in the face of insurmountable odds, the heart came to symbolise her and eventually the very concept of love itself, capturing the imaginations of men and women around the world. Today, while many may recognise the symbol, a few know of its history. With Emily's love heart, I believe people will become curious to know the story of our tradition, and for that I'm overjoyed. Countess Arabelle's tale will undoubtedly give many the courage to pursue love, just as it did your sister. May we all learn from the Countess's example. I pray you and yours have a Valentine's Day overflowing with affection, my friend. If you're really lucky, try not to spend too much. Have a night in. Make dinner yourself. Watch some TV together. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to save your marriage and your wallet. Last thing you need is a divorce after going out of your way to go out for dinner, paying bucket loads of cash for gifts and shit, only for it to dump you the day after. That it? We done? Is there an event shop to go with this? You know what? Obviously we have a little bit. Should 100% definitely do the MSQ now. Definitely. Base Omicron. See if we can unlock the next area anyway. Have a proper place to start. I'm actually drinking water today as well. I feel gifted. Ah, sweet. We're back with the cum dragons. Place looks like a plasterer's fucking radio. How you doing, Alpha now? Were you able to establish any meaningful contact with the dragons? I see they wish to escape what they perceive to be a cycle of conflict. Thank you, Rathian. Estinian. As for our part, I believe we are more acutely aware of our confines than before. We started by traversing the perimeter of the island to see if there might be a path leading off of it. Sadly, there was nothing to be found. There's no small amount of debris floating about. Could there be enough to serve as a bridge to lead us elsewhere? I considered that, and so I tried throwing a stone onto a potential platform to judge its integrity. But it never reached its mark, as it crossed an invisible threshold just beyond the boundaries of this island. It vanished only to reappear above me and fall at my feet. I'd not be too quick to presume that what we see outside this space is as it appears. Is as it appears? Is as it appears. Which is why I returned to the Ragnarok and asked the Lopwards to search for a potential path. However, the ship's instruments failed to provide conclusive data on the surrounding area. Until we know more, I think it's too risky to attempt flying to another island. What Methian told us before, that emotions dictate reality here, might be the key, but I'm not entirely sure what emotions might manifest a bridge to lead us to safety. Fuck is my cat doing? So what you're saying is we've no way forward. At present, if it is indeed emotion that governs this island, perhaps it is not Methians but the dragons that hold us here. They tire of conflict and have chosen a path of oblivion to escape it. Or rather, they've chosen no path at all, meaning there is no way for the dragons or anyone here on this island to advance. A sound story, disheartening though it may be. If that is the case, what recourse do we have? They're not like to be persuaded to help us. The reasoning is built on a history of turmoil and strife. Without irrefutable proof, the future is as bleak as they believe it to be. Mayhap persuasion's not the answer. It's rock, paper, scissors. Methian meant to unmake us then and there on the Ragnarok, and she would have succeeded if not for Thancred's determination. She conceded it was strong enough to overpower the despair that otherwise rules Ultima Thule and reshape it to a degree. Perhaps it could be done again in a like manner by overpowering the prevailing emotions. It was Ultima Thule's architect Methian herself against whom Thancred did pit himself in a clash of wills, though I marked no leader among them. As such, I did chance to encounter a dragon possessed of despair far more potent than most, potent enough mayhap to dictate the course for others, and thus their domain to follow. He spoke but few words, carefully chosen, their tone and timbre alone threatening to rend my heart in twain. Challenging his desire to remain may allow us to alter the island upon which we stand. Alas, I fear my vaunted rhetoric availed me naught against his calcific heart, but mayhap one of you will fare better. Am I just going to make him fucking cry? Actually, no, I'm going to either bore him to death or annoy him so much that he just decides, fuck it, we're leaving. We ain't doing this anymore. We need to go find something else before we lose our minds. Itchy shin. Ugh. My shin shouldn't be this itchy. And he hooses waffles. Then I shall guide thee. Alen they call him, in the dragon tongue. Thou wilt find him nearby, eyes fixed upon the water. Oh, what have we to lose? Let's get going. Oh yeah, just silently leave me behind then in the fucking middle of nowhere. Actually, is there aether currents around? There is aether currents here. Where's the northeast? Oh, you dickhead. You're forgetting I need to grab all these as well while I'm at it. A man may have reason to fly. This is northeast. I can't go any further than this. Ooh, to the north. So over there somewhere by the big iron turtle of death. Hopefully it's just what the doctor ordered. Okay, so northeast. Stellar Shell Dragon. He looks badass. Level cheater. Fuck it, you might actually be... You might actually be across, which is going to be a kick in the dick. Yeah, northeast, so it is over there. So is there nothing on this island? It's a bit unfortunate there's no aether currents here. Maybe we don't need many aether currents. Have I even tried my travel log? There's no information for the place, yeah, so I can't actually get to it yet. Guess it makes a bit more sense. Are you the dragon I'm looking for, just staring into a giant pit of oil? Jesus, no wonder you're depressed.
He remaineth as he was when I first approached.
Oh my god, it's voice
entombed
acted.
in melancholy.
I see. Perhaps I could...
I'll handle this. So, waiting to die like all the others, are you?
Our pride is crushed and our souls are corrupted. The winds are still and the heavens after no comfort. What a beautiful language.
So you say. Yet your kind has found a new beginning on our star. One of you braved the expanse, bearing with him a clutch of eggs. They and their children now rule our skies, their song heard by all.
Upon you I smell the blood of my kin. Were they drawn into discord and war on their new home? For a
They
time.
were. They suffered much, and repaid their suffering in kind.
It mattereth not whether we fly. Ever will a sanguine ocean await us, ever will retribution's wheel turn. Jesus Christ. And so on the last of my bride as a dragon, I break free of this wheel. I renounce conflict and exile myself from the other, never again to be touched by the flames of hatred.
Had your brethren made the selfsame choice, my family might still be alive. Yet lasting peace does not come to those who simply retreat from conflict. No, you must be willing to confront it, to stare into the face of your foe, and see yourself in him. Only then can you break the cycle of torment and tragedy. This lesson, a dear friend taught me at the risk of his life. There is no nobility in your penance. You wallow in self-pity. And after everything we've endured, we will not let you stop us.
Estinian!
Stay back!
We tire of war and we tire of turmoil. Dignity tarnished and crimson stained. Our misery, our shame, too much to bear. Release us from war, from life. How did these guys actually have conversations? It takes a week to fucking say anything.
This is the emotion that bars our way. The rest is up to you.
I'm sorry. When the fuck did Houdini... Or
Not Estinian too.
when the fuck did Estinian become Houdini? It is an aether current, isn't it?
There's a wind. He's opened the way for us. Sacrificed himself to remake this place, like Thancred did.
Oh, Alphino.
Will we ever get an expansion where Alphino doesn't
Come.
cry?
Let us follow the wind. It will not lead us astray.
I feel like it's the one thing that
He
never
would
changes.
not.
Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy may change. Alphino will always cry. I look like I just shat myself. Speak with Alan. What an aptly named fucking name. God. Okay, so how is it opened the way? It's open fates and everything. Alright, so 8 to compass, 425 northeast. Technically this way. Does it mean anything? I don't fucking know. Oh great, I'm stuck. The fuck's going on over there? That looks promising. In a foreboding kind of way. But promising nonetheless. I can't wait to get there. Learn things. Learn many things. All the things. I don't know why I'm fixated on it. Maybe because it resembles the darkness in my heart that I can't replace. Look there, the wind. Look how it gathers in a singular place. This is Estinian's doing, I'm sure of it. We should ride its flow and see where it leads. Okie dokie. Fucking okay. Powerful gale has delivered you to another island. The other scions should arrive before long. We're not just sit and watch. Jesus, it's a fucking quite a distance. Quite a distance indeed. He did it. He found a way forward for us. Only shot himself twice along the way. Dragons remained trapped within a prison of their own making, lamenting the horrors of war, yet Justinian knew them better than most. He was a man of honour and a dear friend, willing to fight to the very end for what he believed was right. Dragon sex. And he's still fighting. Alphino, just like Thancred. Their sacrifices are why we can survive here, why we still have a chance to stop her. Even in spirit, they're unwilling to give in to despair, and we mustn't either. Elise is right, we must press on, for their sake. We're getting there, we're getting there. As Justola and Lise said, we must continue. Well, fucking continue then, move. Notice the change in our surroundings, perhaps. This is the memory of an altogether different world. It'd be prudent to learn more of it then. Tread carefully, lest we lose our footing in the sand. What about the Aether Current? 160 northeast. Sorry lads, I'll be with you in a moment. I have things to get those look cool. Fuck are you? Oh, they're one. Okay. Drifting A. I'm supposed to be worried about them. South. Down here somewhere. Oh, you're up there, aren't you? Maybe I should do this by foot rather than the way I'm doing it. I'm just itching my hand. Oh, it's my own fucking bracelet. You cannot execute this at this time, because I wasn't fucking trying to. It's my own fault. I didn't mean to press it. Yoink. Northwest. So this way. Oh, fuck me, that was very close. How come they didn't put any on the other islands? Or did I go get them? I doubt I got them. Tuning with the Aether Current allows you to better understand the environment. Good for me. Just travel. Aether Currents, there you are, Ultima Thule. Oh god damn, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I have 10 more to get, and then the quest ones. Oof. $270 north. We'll get all the Aether Currents in this area first, and then we'll do the quest. I want to be as thorough as possible. Is that water? Oh, it is water. That's very blue. You said north. Northwest. Yeah, so this way. Hold on, can I... Okay, I can't walk over the magical sand. It looked like I was supposed to be able to walk on it. We got more. East. Come on, Gobble. Gets me to my destination. It'll take a fucking while. Okay, so northeast. The fuck is that? Luminion. Okay. Well, you keep doing you. Okay, northeast. Hardly near the 8th, right, are you? Okay, so the next one's to the north. Northwest. There we are. How you doing, Jess? Evening to you as well. Hope you're keeping well. Hopefully you're enjoying the day. Night. Yeah, night. Should really think about that. Oh, I don't actually forget what time of the day it is. I'm just so used to saying good day. Or having a good day that I just default to it. I'm a creature of habit. And east. Have I prodded him? I have prodded him, but he's too busy playing Helldivers at the moment. He will stream again. He's just waiting for a game that he finds interesting enough to do it. You know how he is. He'll stream for 3 weeks solid every single day playing a bunch of games, and then he'll stop for like 2 months. He hasn't given up entirely. He's just being lazy. I wouldn't even say that he's busy. Have you teamed up with him on Helldivers 2? The game looks quite cool. I haven't. He has with Taz though. I've just moved home, so I can't, well, I've moved house. So I can't actually afford to get it. Please don't attack me, I'm clearly doing things. Yoink! You see, this is where I'm lucky that I have a PC. I only get annoyed when it's when it's PlayStation or Xbox only. Well, PlayStation only, since Xboxes might be giving up. House move goes smoothly? Fuck no. It took us 2 weeks. 2 weeks, and then on top of it, having to go back and clean the old house. Because it was a rented house. We plan on buying the one we're in right now. But, it went smooth enough. Every other time we've moved, it's taken us a day. Couple of car trips, that was it. On this turn, it took us quite a few days, over a week. Many trips in a car and a van. We have accumulated more shit than I care to deal with. So I have decided I am never moving again. Okay, so now south. What the fuck are you? You're all called Luminions, but you all look the same. I inherited an old house. See, for me, I'm in my grandparents' house. I didn't inherit it. A family member did. And they weren't really too keen on selling it. And they definitely didn't want to rent it out. So I said, fuck it. I'm in the market for a house. So why don't we just buy it? We just buy it properly. And they were like, fuck it, yeah, let's just do that. So at least then if I buy it, they can go off and buy their own house that they're currently living in. So it's kind of a win-win situation. Keep the house in the family and everyone gets a house. I wouldn't have minded inheriting it. The mortgage procedures are a bitch. They're not good. They're not easy. Banks are inscrutable, so they are. Inscrutable? Unscrutable. No, not inscrutable. Scrupulous. Unscrupulous. There we go. Credulous. Found it. Found it. It's credulous. Banks are credulous as hell. Yeah, I'm glad I looked out and avoiding all the rat race stuff. It is handy. The worst thing is if you're getting a mortgage, you get the mortgage before you buy a house, and you have to get the mortgage and then go look for a house to then buy a house. Which is then even more stuff because you have to fight to get the fucking thing. So it was worked out. And we got to move in early before we bought it. So we get to make it a home while we wait to actually do the paperwork and stuff. 2, 3, 5. So there's probably 5 in the other island. I'd assume there's 5 more air to currents in the other island. We have to get there first. I honestly wonder if there's any point in buying a house at this point. Yeah, the price. It's cheaper. The money sounds huge when you're buying a house, but you realise you're paying for that over like 30 years. So it's the same as it's rent, except it's cheaper. And it's your house. You don't need to ask anyone if you can do anything with it. Unless it requires actual planning permission. Renting is dead money. You're doing nothing with it. It's going to someone else's pocket and they could sell the house out from under you at any time. I would rather own my own house so I know I'm secure in it. I'm not going to get kicked out for any reason. Were it not for the violet crystal embedded in its surface, it would appear as an ordinary stone. Curious script had been etched upon them. Alas, it's not a language with which I'm familiar. Did I pick up the 8th right? I cannot say I recognise it either. Nor I. The dragons, from what I recall, preserve their knowledge in song and eschew the written word entirely, so we may assume this is the work of another race, one we have yet to encounter. Methian claimed the dragons world suffered a slow death, seeking the release of oblivion. What life we find here, like as not, doth wend its way towards a similar end. Jesus Christ. Learn English, lad. Did I attune? I did. I have a ton of relatives with houses. Some are literally empty at the moment. Houses also seem kind of expensive. Houses are expensive, but think of it this way. You have to go to a bank to get the money. Because you wouldn't have the money yourself. No average working person would ever have the money. So you get your mortgage. You prove you're going to be able to pay for it over time. They give you the money, you buy the house, and then you pay them back in installments. The exact same as rent. You pay them back once a month. So here in Ireland, where renting a house is going to cost, or renting a place is going to cost me €1,300 a month, buying a house will cost me €700 a month. Which basically is the case of it's dead money. Now, granted, on top of that, you'd have to plan on wanting to live there. It would have to be a house that you want. And you have to take into account that for every issue that could ever occur, it is your own issue and you will have to pay for it. Like, you can only rent for so long. Because you don't know how long you're going to be renting for. You could be renting somewhere for 10 years and the owner could show up and just tell you, hey, get the fuck out. We're selling this. So it's a safety net. Like, it really, really depends on the person. Then again, some people are lucky and they just inherit a place. Other people like myself are lucky and have family members who inherit the place who don't want to use it and are willing to sell it off. What do you suppose that is over there? I don't know where you're looking. I'm not so sure, it's hard to make out at this distance, but its surface seems to bear the same crystals as this monument. Oh, that. I've been slowly doing up my house using freebies on Facebook Marketplace. My own partner wanted to do that. When we were in the other houses, any stuff we had, it was either we would sell it on the Facebook Marketplace or we would buy something from it. I was just never able to justify it because it was like, I have to meet weird fucking people. So it was like a little safe case of, let's just not fucking do that. I rent from my husband's parents at the moment and he's an only child, so I'm expecting us to inherit one eventually, either from his side or mine. Well, see, there you go. That's a different story. Because you intend that you're probably going to end up inheriting the house. So realistically, yeah, what's the point in you buying one? You won't have rent to pay. You might as well rent a place until then. But yeah, I don't want to rent from a stranger. No one wants to rent from a stranger. Our last place was a shithole. I found out last Saturday when we started to move, and it was cemented last night when we were finishing off cleaning the place, that the reason why my health has been so fucking poor the last 3 years, because I rarely get sick. Like, I barely ever got sick. And then for no reason in the last 3 years since we moved, I just got worse and worse. I had a flu like every couple of fucking days. And not mold, but I'm allergic to penicillin, which you get from mold. We didn't see mold, but one of the walls is basically falling apart. The plaster is falling off it. It was hidden behind fridges and freezers that we had. And we realised that was a thing. We then realised because it had very high ceilings, so herself was basically, she was trying to get at a cobweb with a brush while cleaning it out, that she noticed, and when she did it, the plaster and the paint started to droop and fall in quite a large area. That area was above my streaming setup. So what I assume is the main wall that we found first is connected to our neighbour's fireplace. Now, because it was a terrace home connected to each other, that would mean that was our fireplace too, that ours was there, because they would be connected together with a wall between. So that is probably leaking and has been for a long time, and all they've ever done is just replastered over it continuously. Then of course the ceiling above me was destroyed. We thought there was another corner of the house that had the same kind of condition, but it appeared to us that the radiator had burst upstairs, so that had just done some water damage and it was fine. And we also then kind of realised that, yeah, it is up there. There was a radiator that burst, but there was also a vent next to the wall that wasn't... It was leaving in too much air. So it was leaving in cold moisture at the same time, so that was destroying the wall. The vent in the bathroom was doing the exact same thing. Streaming got you sick. No. Sitting at my computer for 16 hours a day, constantly watching hentai, got me sick. Let the people know. Hentai's not safe. Carbon monoxide poisoning. There was a carbon monoxide alarm in the house. That was next to our boiler. That was working, but it never went off. I can't stay, but I'm happy to know you're in a better place. Live now, knock on wood. We are. I'm between two neighbours I've literally known since I was a child. Jeez, hentai poisoning. Look, it can happen. They say everything in moderation for a reason. Too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. Even hentai can be. You don't want to wake up in the middle of the night screaming that tentacles are about to come get you, and instead of giving a shrill scream, you give out a happy little giggle. You realise something's gone wrong. Meaning there's a chance we may find whoever built them both. We should go and have a look. Come on. But thanks for popping in as well, HC. I'm glad to see you're doing alright. I hope everything's going well on the job front as well. I paid absolutely no attention to what they said to me. So I don't actually know what I'm doing. What the fuck was that? How dare you? How dare you? Oh shit. I fucked it up on myself, it's my own fault. Didn't get the job, but I'll talk to you later. Have a good evening. No worries at all, HC, no worries. Be safe and have a good evening. Hollow of the Flesh, that sounds intimidating. Am I supposed to climb it? No, just walk around. Oh, it's a ghostly figure. Hello, Dr. Ghost. Talk to me. Why are you an angel? Well, have I seen these in another Final Fantasy? Hello, travelers. Oh shit, don't be skipping text on me. Hello there, is this your home? Indeed it is. Forgive me, I'd forgotten. An exchange of introductions is expected when first meeting those with whom one is unacquainted. What? The fuck? Who decapitates themselves to say hello? One hell of a mean introduction. I gotta write that one down. You know, really strengthen my charisma. When the vibration of vocal folds was still required to convey our thoughts and intention, A, I believe, was the pronunciation used when referring to our people. Is it E or A? Though it's not entirely accepted or applicable given our present state, you are welcome to use this appellation. As for nomenclature to address my individual person, I believe it would be pronounced Kofkug. Fucking what? Yes, Kofkug of the A. We've encountered beings that communicate intermittently through thought, but never one that is wholly without voice. I presume we were having this conversation via the medium ether, or dynamis, as this space is suffused with vast quantities of it. Fascinating in either case. I gather your response to my presence is positive then. That is well, for there is something I wish to ask you. Like yourselves, we are aether-based life forms, therefore it may be surmised that your bodies are of comparable biological composition to those we once possessed. I have a number of queries regarding your subjective perception of the five senses: sight, sound, taste, touch and smell. In total, I've prepared 198,712,180,827. I don't consent. That's rather a lot, isn't it? My apologies, I've omitted a great many details necessary to understand the nature of my request. Though we dispensed with our corporeal vessels long ago, we've rediscovered a need for the flesh, and have endeavoured to recreate our erstwhile forms. However, all pertinent records have been lost due to the passage of time. Take, for example, the nervous system. It is well within our power to recreate, but we have no frame of reference for sensations once we experienced by our people, which may compromise our ability to interact with our physical environment. And the reason you need to regain corporeal forms? Why, to bring an end to our existence, of course. Jesus Christ! Morty, I need a body. I can turn myself into a chandelier. Jesus Christ. All that effort to get a body just so you can end your own life. That is meticulous. It is exceptionally meticulous. Though need is perhaps too strong a word, it would be a simple matter to unmake ourselves through use of etheric exsanguinators, but such a debt seems inadequate. The traditionalists among us believe proper debt requires an inescapable sense of impermanence in one's final moments, an experience found only within bodies of flesh. What the fuck? We should very much like to hear more of your plans. In exchange, we will answer any questions you have to the best of our ability. Such an exchange of information would indeed prove useful. Very well. To ensure efficacious exchange, I hereby invite you to our home. Yes, the abode of the A, where we traditionalists prepare for our demise. I presume your consent to answer questions is indicative of a tacit approval of our plans, in which case your cooperation is greatly appreciated. I must caution you, however, to be mindful of the A wandering the desert. Their desire for bodies of flesh could be described as overzealous. Now, if you'd follow me. I'm guessing that's the lads in red. This is going rather smoothly, not that I'm complaining, mind. Even so, we mustn't forget their aim is oblivion, much like the dragons. Though I fail to see why a civilization so seemingly advanced would choose to unmake all they have created. At any rate, we will find no answers dallying here. Let us be on our way. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Ah, the red ones are cool. More like demons than angels. Don't fucking follow me. Who the fuck are the Luminian then? Or what are the Luminian? Welcome to our abode. Most of our compeers you will find remain idle in their domiciles, though your quizzical expressions indicate my phrasing is unclear. I speak, of course, of the violet crystalline constructs hanging from the stone structures there. You say they remain idle, but what of your work to regain corporeal forms? An astute question, and understandable given your finite nature. We have no desire to pursue our research, for it is no longer necessary. If in our idleness we are struck by sudden inspiration, we rise to pursue said inspirations to its conclusion. That is why I was present for your arrival, and why I continue to engage with you still. But while the others are not currently in a motile state, rest assured they would not object were you to disturb their respite. You need only cast your thoughts towards one of their crystalline domiciles to communicate. The fuck do you mean cast it? Fucking sounds like mind bullets. I'm assuming the amount of yawning I'm doing really should point out that I'm probably quite tired. Maybe I'm more tired than I've given myself credit for. Ugh. Cast your thoughts towards the crystalline domicile, but there's no response. sound. Lazy bastard. You wish to speak? Very well. Pray a moment, if you would. Guessing I'm just trying my best to go off and wake as many people as possible. Why we seek our end, you ask? If you wish to know, I'll tell you. Just a moment, I must remember. What form did I take when I last emerged? Okay, so they're just gathering themselves first. Okay, so where's the fucking last one? Ah, there it is. Ugh. Strange moaning comes and goes, but soon fades into silence. Oh, the dude's just tired. Completely understand. I'm incredibly sorry for disturbing you. Did your inquiries yield satisfactory responses? No, it didn't. I see. If they fail to answer, then it is likely because their minds have unravelled due to prolonged idleness. They are naught but concentrated aether now. Worry not, there are no others who have need of those lodgings, and they will not prove a hindrance to remain as they are. But more importantly, you said some few did answer your request for an audience, yes? I imagine they'll be with us here long. All in the need to abandon said flesh. You a cutscene or? God damn it. Sigh, I had no luck, but everyone else fared well enough. Quite a few have awakened. Ah, there they are. May I introduce to you Lalak, Dudik, and Ninig. Okay. It looks like they're all wearing lab coats. It's been too long, Kofkog. I dare say Sadiv has since completed an orbit. Indeed, until the travellers brought it to my attention, I hadn't noticed how unravelled some had become. Travellers, of course. The ones who wish to know why we seek to regain corporeal forms. The truth of the matter is as plain to see as the neighbouring systems, but my single account would fail to satisfy the requirement for scientific objectivity. Thus did I bid them awaken you. Am I the only one who struggles to tell who is speaking? Nay, thou art not. In the absence of corporeal forms and the divergence they afford, mayhap such similarity in voice is unavoidable. By the way, Kovkog, have you already observed the requisite custom for the travellers? That which one is expected to do when receiving guests, a matter of proper form. Ah yes, so long as it's been, it completely escaped my mind, and still does. What was it again? I can't seem to remember. You all just going to do this? Neither do I. Pity. I was hoping you would. Perhaps we can search the archives for the answer. Come now, Needney. The archives have long been frozen, lest we subject ourselves to further dolor. Surely you recall that much. Ah, of course, food. The custom is to serve food. Beings of flesh, such as they, must regularly replenish their aether. By contributing to their replenishment, we communicate our friendly intention. That's right, that's right. We duly invite you to join us in communal repast, after which we may engage in leisurely conversation. We have a chance to learn something, then I see no reason to decline, unless we accidentally take a shit on their doorstep. Excellent. If you care to follow, we shall feast you on the purest aether. Fantastic. They're gonna feed us some magic air. This facility is where we replenish our aether. There's no particular name for it, but we traditionalists sometimes use the word restaurant. Now then, if you would take your place with your comrades, the space will soon be awash with purest aether. Please absorb as much as you like. Like, do you just make aether or what the fuck? I'll take a freebie, I don't mind. You brace yourself for a rush of sweet, sweet aether, but nothing seems to happen. Perhaps you need to wait a little longer. You brace yourself again, but again, nothing seems to happen. Just as I had suspected. As meticulously as one might recreate the A's homeworld, this is ultimate tool. One cannot simply generate aether here. As recreations, our friends are oblivious to this fact, the very truth of their existence, much like the phantoms of the recreated Amaroth. However appearances may seem, we must ever be mindful that it is the memories of the dead with whom we deal. So did you have your fill of aether? Alas, we couldn't absorb it. A deficiency in our forms, it would seem. Oh, how very unfortunate. May I ask how you normally replenish your aether? Through Mars bars! And Twixes! And Volivons. Through your mouths, you say? How very primitive and quaint. I think that their mouths serve not only to expel sound, but joy and sustenance besides. Such life forms have long since vanished from our systems. Though we regrettably could not partake of your magnificent feast, rest assured we feel your welcome most keenly. In the course of acquainting ourselves with your sophisticated ways, however, we could not fail but wonder, wherefore do you wish to obtain vessels of flesh and thence to vanish? Will you not favour us with an explanation? You flesh and blood beings are always so hasty. It does have its charm, however. Very well, we shall indulge you. In the beginning, when the I, or the A, yet possessed corporeal bodies, our ancestors dedicated themselves to the pursuit of knowledge and technological advancement. By transcending all limitations, we believed we would eliminate sorrow and abide in true happiness. From the tangibles such as land to the intangibles such as labour, there exist myriad hindrances to progress, but the most confining of all was the flesh itself. Our natural lifespan was distressingly middling, you see, too short to enjoy unhurried lives, yet too long to be considered disposable. Furthermore, to simply maintain the integrity of our bodies, it demanded considerable resources. But we managed to solve this problem. After long years, we discovered how to become non-corporeal entities with everlasting lives, untroubled by the failures of the flesh. Thus changed, we had more time and freedom to continue our scientific pursuits. We went on to make ever greater strides in our quest to transcend all limitations until we finally decided to challenge the last of them all, the limit of knowledge. That is to say, deciphering the laws of creation. We sought to discover how the universe came into being and explain all extant phenomena and thence predict the future. If we could but achieve this, we believe that we would be free from uncertainty and anxiety. And did you find the answers you sought? Geez, these guys just literally wanted to know everything. They probably know everything now and have decided, right, no point really sticking around. Yes, we did. Our efforts revealed to us a fundamental truth. Knowledge of said truth is essential for the continuation of our conversation. If you would learn more, we will share it with you. No, we mustn't. Primitive as they are, it would be unspeakably cruel to deprive them of their ignorance. They are possessed of corporeal forms, their lives readily ended. As those who have gone before, it is not our duty to warn them. What thinkest thou? We have deliberated and come to a consensus. If you are resolved to know it, we will disclose to you the truth we discovered, the truth of the universe. Seek us at the stone pillars just outside the bounds of the abode, a place called Elegia. Okay, so we have a choice in the matter. Why would you want to know the genuine? Because if you know everything, then you have nothing else to learn. A fundamental truth. We will hear it, of course. Let us learn what has led such an enlightened people to this indolent end. Complete. I wonder if they're missing on something. Time for the B-ball. How do you mean B-ball? What B-ball are you looking for? Here we join the ad. There is one trifling matter I would fain investigate. Rathi and Grahatia might I trouble you for your assistance. Only ball. I mean one ball. You've only got one ball. Why does that sound like someone from history? Have you been to art school? But of course. My thanks. We shall head outside the abode, if you'd kindly follow me. The M Super Bowl. Oh, are you watching the Super Bowl? I know no mischief you are plotting, Urianje, but I trust you have our best interests at heart. The rest of us shall go on ahead to Elegia. Lest you worry, we won't start without you. Oddly enough, I heard earlier that it was on, but I didn't pay any fucking attention to it. I've never watched the Super Bowl. Never really had much reason to fucking watch it. Wow, 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 wow. Alright, where knowledge leads. What are you going to teach me? What are we going to learn? Will we learn together? Will we learn apart? Will I have an unnecessary need to go pee? Explain to me the power of the pee. I didn't want to do a fate, goddammit! Let me wonder, boy. It's teaching you about your dick and your becoming of a man. I learned that years ago. Besides, what is a man except a miserable pile of secrets? Fucking, you're in the way. Thank you. Is it a cutscene? I do enjoy it. God damn it, I have to fucking speak it. I, this place shall serve me dinner. Is it the spring that you wish to investigate? How are you doing as well, Taz? How was today? How was the weekend? Pray forgive me, my friends, but there is naught to investigate. It was but a pretense to speak in private. You have our undivided attention. As we have established here in Ultima Thule, those denizens of ruined stars are recreated in their twilight days. Yet one question doth arise in my mind. So faithfully formed are these simulacra, they believe themselves yet amongst the living. How dost thou suppose this is possible? Lots of P words there, lots of plosives. Metian made contact with them while they still lived. Clearly. Of course, she must have visited the stars of the dragons and the A before either race perished in their entirety. Thus could she make their emotions her own, and with them create more faithful simulacra than had she relied on in any historical account. So too did I theorize, and upon that assumption, consider how those two races may have met their demise. According to thine own tale, Methian perceiveth the emotions of those nearby as her own. A heightened sense of empathy intrinsic to her nature as an enteleki. In the course of her starfaring journey, if she encountered beings who strongly desired a cessation of their existence, she would be powerless before that desire. Even as she possesses the power to grant it, the power of Dynamis, it is my supposition that, overwhelmed by their longing for death, Methian did unleash Dynamis and ushered the dragons and the A until their doom. Of course, such was not always the outcome. Full many stars did she find already lost to ruin. In order to create a terminus, however, the fervent desire for the end is essential. Therefore, should you struggle to find the way forward, pray ask yourselves this. In the place where you stand, whose is the soul that yearneth most desperately for oblivion? Why do you tell us this now? Ne'er again would I betray you trust. This pledge I did make to my comrades, in bringing thee into my confidence, I would remain true to my word. As for thee, let us consider it my fitting reward for the secrets I harboured for the Crystal Exarch. I once placed my fate in thy chosen path, walking at the side, fully knowing that we were bound for thy demise. I ask now that thou returnest the favour and abide in fate as I fulfil mine own destiny. If you say my death has come due, how am I to refuse? Hey, calm down. You can use the rug. Sharpen your claws if you need to. How you doing, Victus? How are you? Welcome in. I mean, while my cat tries to get my attention. Anyway, how are you? How's the day treating you? Welcome in. You say my debt has come due, how am I to refuse? It is indelicate of me, I know full well, and I can but beg thy forgiveness. Yet even if I must needs go to such lengths, I cannot well feign ignorance of the answer I found within. Oh, I'm very glad to hear it. I'm not too bad myself. I'm a bit sleepy, though. Quite late in the evening for me, and I have work in the morning. But I am powering true. The answer to the question, in what moment might I stand strongest? When I stand strongest. When I'm taking a piss. That's when I'm fully earthed. After all that we've been through, I'll say only this. Do what you must. Do what you must. And see your conviction through. I shall, my friend, I shall. Without further ado then, let's go join our comrades. Can't wait for this to come to Xbox. I can't wait for it either, because it'll increase the player pool. I'm glad it is finally coming. It took them long enough. We are entering 7.0. You'll have a whole lot of content to go through. You will have a whole lot of content to go through. Let us be off to the leg of you. Okay then, so you're just gonna fuck off and leave me here then. Thanks! Oh, I am not walking. I'm not walking the whole way. How's Samurai? My main. I love the Samurai. He's as edgy as you would need him to be. That is just pure DPS. It's just what I enjoy. Not the edgiest character, but he's as edgy as you'd need him to be. Seems everyone's accounted for, shall we then?
Please continue.
Ooh.
Tell us about this truth you discovered.
I can sit back and not have to do anything. My favourite part.
Very well. Bear in mind, however,
That is weird.
that the purpose of this conversation is not to impart scholarly knowledge, for such requires that you comprehend the subject matter, which you will not. We will forego the intricacies of our scientific methodology and deal only with the conclusion, the end of our society and our world. We acknowledge, with regret, that your star is in the midst of the same panic-induced cataclysm that befell Deneb 3. As such, in order to avoid causing undue distress, we will refrain from explicitly stating how much time you have remaining.
Let's just leave your foregoing
You are entirely
debts
too kind. I pray
to
you recount your
mystery.
tale as you see fit.
Normally a tank main, but I might try something different in Final Fantasy XIV. You could try them all. You can be them all. It's the one beauty of it, you don't need an alt.
The universe was but a tiny particle.
You can be every class.
Then suddenly, this particle began to expand. Having remained entirely in the bounds of your star, the phenomenon may be difficult for your kind to grasp. But this expansion has since continued unabated. Speculating that the universe could not grow indefinitely, we sought to learn what might occur, and made a worrying discovery. The stars will continue to spread apart, as will their finite thermal energies. Eventually, all heavenly bodies will grow cold and freeze. No new stars will be born, and the universe will enter into an eternal ice age.
I can completely see why this race decided they wanted to end themselves.
In hopes of proving that this determination was erroneous, we scrutinized our research from all angles, even as we sought to avert the everlasting winter.
I hear tanking is the easy job in Final Fantasy, though strange as it's normal, one of the hardest in other games.
That it became synonymous with vain effort.
I would say during the leveling process, yeah, it's easy, but when you get to the end game, I wouldn't say it's the easiest.
Beneath the weight of this knowledge, our society stagnated. Though we had
I
time
suppose
still,
responsibility-wise?
cold comfort.
Responsibility-wise, it can be easy.
Why
Ish.
strive for anything when desolation is assured?
But like,
When our wealth of
the same
wisdom
as any MMO, once you get to the end game and you're doing raids and so on, it's not
would be forever
it's not
lost.
simple. It might be the easiest, but it's not
Would rise
easy.
from our ashes. No scholar recover our knowledge. In silence unbroken, naught would stir.
It's how their halos all move in unison that gets me. It's the fact that they're moving in unison, but they're not moving the same way.
Pride. Overnight, it became our shame. Our works, monuments to futility. Immortality, our greatest invention, became a source of suffering. Rather than suffer on, many chose to unmake themselves by means of etheric exsanguinators.
Why is every race we've seen so far just wants to end themselves?
Stones are the testaments of such souls. Though many left no words at all, thinking it a pointless gesture. Once we have obtained vessels of flesh, we likewise intend to vanish. If you understand this, understand aught of our tale, you will abandon your quest for knowledge.
Jesus.
Truly is bliss. If you would cling to your illusory happiness, remain primitive and pure. It is the only way.
They learned everything there is to learn and know everything. And once that was accomplished, they just went, right, I guess we're done. Let's just leave. It's good information.
So
You're very
that's your
welcome.
Story. While I appreciate your advice, I will not heed it. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it is yours and not mine. Indeed, truth, I have ever believed, is in the eye of the beholder.
Are you suggesting that we have reached a faulty conclusion? That our science failed us?
Hardly. As you yourself said, the subject matter is beyond my comprehension. And that, I accept, is true. I do not possess the knowledge to prove or disprove your conclusion. In my mortal years, I doubt I could even approach the wisdom of the Air. But of one thing am I absolutely
Why do I have to wait until
certain.
cutscenes to find out how to pronounce
I will
things?
not be happier in ignorance.
Y'shtola, no! You mustn't!
The most important lesson I've learned is that learning isn't simply passing one's eyes over words.
It's words over eyes.
Nay, 'tis when understood for oneself that knowledge attains its true value.
I'm glad there's a lot
This
more
is what has
cutscenes in
sustained me.
Endwalker.
Driven me onward in joy and wonder, in anger and sorrow.
She does have quite the complex, and you get to see her come to that conclusion.
The
I'm just glad
universe
there's a lot of
may end,
cutscenes
and
because
all
in the
may be for
opening
naught.
expansions it's just a
But
lot
I
of
will
reading.
live as I always have. I will always seek out new knowledge. And no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire.
Also, I don't think she's really using it as a complex.
It is only to be expected.
We're in an area where everyone's emotions have power, so we have to change their emotions to get to other places.
But worry not. We consider it our duty to enlighten you. And we will not stop until you grasp the full extent of our despair.
That is a fucking horribly weird way of putting it. Why do they all keep turning into ravens? Or not ravens, fucking swallows.
Keep calm and listen well. Though my body will soon dissipate, there may be a way to restore it. Azim's magic. So long as our souls remain, you can use it to summon us back. But you mustn't, for it would mean losing our way forward. This I only reveal so that you can promise not to invoke the magic. We came here knowing what victory may cost.
All the Realm Reborn
so
reading, there was
on.
a fuck ton of it,
Press
and
on,
a lot of it
and
means
do not
nothing.
Look back.
Just skim through a Realm Reborn, learn the characters' names and where everything's going, and just head straight for Heaven's Word. Then it's all smooth sailing.
I shall join.
Still a lot of reading, but
As subterfuge
more
is
meaningful
not
reading.
required. Thou shalt not suffer for mine absence.
Urianger.
My resolve hath never been as strong as thine. Full oft have I wavered in my decisions, and afterwards been stricken with regret. In spite of this, I may still stand with my comrades, supporting them as they attempt the greatest of feats. This truth I have learned in the course of our journey. And many though my shortcomings may be, I may also
I have no problem with Urianger
Urianger
swapping in, because I cannot be arsed
which have granted me the flexibility
trying to
of
keep up
mind
with his
needed to bend this
speaking
malleable
mannerisms.
reality. Thus shall I hope that thou mayest have the strength to resist, and our comrades the strength to continue.
With you to urge us on, how could we possibly fail?
You're hardly going together. It just seems like the waste of a body, really. How am I supposed to get anywhere now? Oh, thanks, now you're both gone. Brilliant. You couldn't have just played rock, paper, fucking scissors to see who got to go. What the fuck is that?
What's this? An extinguished civilization. Rekindled.
That's right. Our quest doesn't end here. We'll press on, and we will find you.
There. That's where you'll find me.
Is that another star?
Looks like a
Of the
really,
stars we
really
visited,
shit planet.
most were already devoid of life. And where there was life still, the inhabitants wished for death. But even death, we learned, isn't truly the end. It is but a part of the cycle of rebirth. Souls return to the star, or in its absence, a larger flow. And eventually they are reborn. Alive again, to know suffering anew.
Where's this going?
True salvation lies not in dying. It lies in not being born. This is the gift I would give to you. To all life on beautiful Etheris. To that end, we created an egg wherein life cannot quicken. That dead sun.
Fucking what?
Attain it if you can. Before your friend's emotions fade away, along with their protection.
Okay, so they're not just killing people, they're making it that every last essence of their being just isn't. Jesus Christ. There's megalomaniacs, and then there's just lunatics. The fuck? It's like it's not that people want to die, we just have to make sure you can't undie. Are you all ready to continue on? Yes. Let us make for our where for that. Let's make for where that light shone. Estol and Ariane have opened the way for us. Victory and lost, right? Here. These must be for the stimulating discussion. Ending is 1. I haven't actually looked down here yet. There's one more over here for Omicron. Omicron or Omicron? Omicron. Omicron Percy I8. Right, however, what I'm going to do at the moment, just because it's now 10 past 11 my fucking time, and I have work in the morning. So it might be better for me to end it here. Now my cat's just come into the room to tell me the same thing. Where's that coming from? Ah, here we are. I was wondering there for a moment. That's actually a nice jacket. Ah, Limsa. Anyway, as I was saying, we best leave that there for tonight. I have work in the morning. Yeah, so we've cleared 2 of the islands, so I'll be back. I haven't really got a dedicated... Yeah, I haven't really got a dedicated schedule yet, seeing as things have opened up a bit now that we have our own streaming rooms and such, and we don't have to kind of dance around each other. I aim to be back Tuesday, following the old schedule, but I'm not 100% sure. I won't be back tomorrow night because I have shit to do. Yeah, so we'll say Tuesday for the moment. I'll see what's happening and how things are going. But yeah, until then, guys, thanks for popping in, and I'll talk to you after. Have a good one. To Twitch side and YouTube side. Enjoy the rest of the evening. I shall be back. I'll update the Discord and community posts and all that jazz. And Twitter. You can catch me on Twitter. Discord's the easiest though. At least I chat there, say things, and do things. But yeah, enjoy the rest of the night. Take care and have a good one, guys. I'll talk to you after.